Hey guys, Dr. Sinovia here. For those of you that don't know who I am a business and branding strategist as well as a book publisher. So I help entrepreneurs launch their businesses and build their brands, and I also help aspiring authors write and publish books. I have this quick little video on why you should write a book in 48 hours. Writing a book is a complicated process, but it doesn't have to be if you sit down and do an outline, create some systems, and put a timeline on it. I've written quite a few books within a 48-hour time frame. I've written one book in 1 month. I've written 4 books in 4 months. So I have a couple of different avenues and systems and situations that I've used to get my book written. But I decided to put this quick little video together on why you should write a book in 48 hours. Maybe this will motivate you, inspire you to sit down and actually get your book written. So, reason number one, you should write your book in 48 hours. Number one is you get to check it off your list of things you want to accomplish. Almost everyone wants to write a book. When I wrote my first book about 10 years ago, I had so many people come to me and say, "Oh, I've always wanted to be an author. I've always wanted to write a book." And I decided that a couple years later that I would actually start a publishing company because there are so many people out there that want to write a book. Every other person would say that I've always wanted to write a book. My mom, aunties, cousins, brothers, everybody, like everybody that I meet, everyone that I meet out there in the industry as well, people that do not have books, most people would say that they want to write a book. So it's one of those things that's on most people's checklist and their bucket list. So if you sit down and get your book written in 48 hours, guess what? That's one other goal that you get to accomplish and you say that you have done, and you can check it off your things. You can check it off of your list of things to do. So number one, you get to check it off. Number two, it stops you from procrastinating. I have, I think, 7 or 8 published books. I also have another 10 or 15 that are not written. They're not even finished. Because me, myself, if I don't put a timeline or a time limit or a deadline on getting my books written, I never finish them. I have a lot of authors who have paid me for publishing packages who have not completed their books because a lot of people don't have a lot of time. People have families, they have kids, they have jobs. And by putting a 48-hour time limit on it, it actually stops you from putting it off until doing it later. A lot of people procrastinate when it comes to doing work, and especially something that they actually have to think about doing. People procrastinate. So they'll say, okay, well, I'll get the book written next month and I'll start it the month after that and I'll start it, 6 months from now. And before you know it, it'll be 4 years or 5 years and your book is still not written. I am proof because it has happened to me. And like I said, I have authors who have actually paid me $1,500, $1,800 for packages, and they've never finished writing their books because by not putting a deadline on it, it causes you to procrastinate and keep thinking that you have a huge amount of time. So by putting a 48-hour time limit on it, it actually stops you from procrastinating and makes you sit down and get it done because you don't have a lot of time to get it done. So it forces you to actually sit down and write your book. So the number 3 reason why you should try to write a book in 48 hours is because it will keep you organized. Too much time means too much chaos. If you know you only have 48 hours, you're going to sit down, you're going to write your outline, you're going to write your topics, and you're going to have your research done. It will keep you organized. One of the biggest reasons that people do not finish books is because their thoughts and their information, their content is all over the place. And people do that because they feel like, okay, well, I'll get to it after work, or I'll get to it when the kids get out of school in the summertime. So you'll have some information written one place, and then you'll have some stuff on your phone, you'll have some stuff on your computer, you'll have some stuff at work. But if you only have 48 hours, what that'll do is that will force you to get all of your information and all of your content and put it in one place. By putting a 48-hour time limit on your book, it will definitely keep you organized. It has happened to me. I've written a couple of books in the 48-hour time span. And like I said, what it does is it forces you to make sure that you have everything it is that you need in front of you, because you don't have a lot of time. So you don't have a lot of time to be playing around and looking for things. So by putting a 48-hour time limit on it, it keeps you organized. Number fourth reason why you should write a book in 48 hours is because you start making money faster. I made almost $7,000 last month alone by ghostwriting a book and writing a couple of other books and publishing some books. But almost $7,000 from writing a book alone. So the faster you can put your book out there, the faster you can start making money. If it takes you 6 months, then it'll take you 6 months to start making money. I have authors that's making $10,000, $15,000 a month writing and selling books. You might have a book that's, let's say, 50 or 60 pages. The printing price of the book might be $4. Depending on your platform and your brand, you can sell that book for $15. You can sell that book for $19. I have people selling their books for $24. So you pay $4 for a book and you sell the book for $20, that's a $20 profit. And if you sell, let's say, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of books, let's say you sell 1,000 books, that's $20,000 you can start making instantly. So by getting the book done in a faster time period, that means you start making money faster. And the fifth reason why you should write a book in 48 hours is you get to build your brand faster. So just like making money faster, you'll start building your brand faster. One of the easiest ways to build your brand is to write a book. People love authors. People think that when individuals, and especially business owners or anybody write a book, then they start to look at them a little bit different. So that author title will help you to build your brand. I have authors who nobody knew, and once they put a book out there, people started talking to them about their industry. They started getting booked for engagements, speaking engagements, sitting on panels. I know for me, I wrote my first book 10 years ago, and I have not stopped working yet. I have been able to build not just a successful brand, but a couple of other companies as well. I've been able to build a publishing company outside of me writing my first book. So when I wrote my first book, I had no idea that I would have a publishing company, nor would I know that I would be sitting down with millionaires and people who industry experts and people that look to me for my expertise in the area of books that I've written, which is like marketing and management and things like that. So by sitting down and getting your book written in 48 hours, guess what? You get to build your brand faster. So those are the 5 reasons why you should write your book in 48 hours. If you're interested in the actual how to write your book in 48 hours course, you can find it at readysetlaunchnow.com. Just wanted to get on here really quick and give you guys some great tips on why you should write your book in 48 hours. And I hope I have given you guys some great information. If you have any questions, you can contact me at sdoverharris@gmail.com, readysetlaunchnow.com, Instagram at Dr. Synovia, and on Facebook, Synovia Dover Harris, or I have a Ready Set Dream Team on Facebook as well. So there's lots of different ways that you can contact me. So if you have any questions, definitely hit me up. If you're interested in the Write Your Book in 48-hour course, find it at readysetlaunchnow.com. Talk to you guys later. Bye.